All the most frequently asked questions about river cruising answered. This is
Part 9. How do the included excursions work on a river cruise, and how do you go about choosing them? One of the great things about river cruising is that the excursions at each port are included. This is a big difference compared to ocean cruising, where you're going to add a huge amount to your bill at the end when you add on the excursions. When river cruising, excursions are included in the price of your cruise, and depending on the company you're sailing with, you might have one choice of excursion per port, like with Viking River Cruises, who always offer a classic walking tour, or you may have multiple excursions to choose from, such as with companies like Amma, Avalon, or Emerald, where they'll have 2 to 4 excursion options at each port that'll include something a little more active, like a hiking trip or a bike ride, something a little more hands-on or experiential, such as a wine tasting or a food tour, and then of course they're always going to have a classic walking tour of the port that you're visiting. There are going to be additional excursions that are available at a cost. Viking River Cruises has quite a few of these on their itinerary since they only have one included excursion. Other companies may have a few available for the duration of their sailings, and these are typically things like evening excursions in Vienna to the Vienna Opera, or an excursion to a notable town that might be a farther distance away from the river. Most cruise companies will allow you to make your excursion selection prior to your sailing. The number of days prior to sailing that this becomes available varies company by company. Companies like Emerald River Cruises do not have their guests select their excursions ahead of time, but instead they do so when on board the ship. But don't worry, if you're looking for flexibility, you are able to modify your selections once on board. Each night prior to dinner, the cruise manager will host a port talk, and typically they discuss the next day's activities, and this is a great time if you've changed your mind about doing something to go ahead and make the switch.
Look for the other parts in this video series to answer all of your questions about river cruising. And of course, my name's Melissa Baum. I'm the River Cruise Queen. I help Canadians and Americans book the most amazing river cruise vacations. If you're interested in river cruising, give me a like and a follow for more river cruising tips, tricks, and information. Bye!